Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Continuation from the previous video, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in 222 that, O Muhammad, they ask you about the mahid, about the woman at the time of their menstruation. Tell to them that this is something other. This time is a harmful time to get sexual intercourse during the menstruation. That's why you avoid فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ, and don't get into this intercourse until she gets pure. Until she gets pure and this menstruation stops and she gets purified, she makes ghusl, and then approach her. Now it's time for getting sexual intercourse. حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ. And then the next verse is also saying that you can involve with women in any kind of sexual positions as long as it's not in the annashitum. It's at the place where the sperm can get into the womb. That means the vaginal intercourse. Other roots will not. Harthun lakum. So harth, the word used here is harthun lakum. Means when you place this seed underneath the earth, it's only then it will grow into a plant. Similarly, the sperm can get into fertilizing the egg only through one channel. So all other channels are not a place of plantation. فَأْتُوا حَرْثَكُمْ أَنَّا شِئْتُمْ وَقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُمْ. Okay. But that getting into that channel, that means the vaginal intercourse, it could be from front, from behind, from different positions. So there could be a variety, but within that unity, which is the one channel. So it might sound very strange, but you see how this Quran has not left anything. In this great surah, how details Allah went into dictating this kind of things, and how deviated the people became from the course of the natural human interaction, the natural male-female interaction today, and how this technology and pornography and these things is promoting very much unnatural way of this kind of relationship, and how the Islam is calling for health, for a healthy life, and how Islam is a religion that looks into the satisfying the need of the both sexes in terms of the strongest of a person's desire. Islam comes to satisfy it. We'll recite later in Surah Al-Imran that زُيَّنَ لِلنَّاسِ حُبُّ الشَّهَوَاتِ. Allah has made it inbuilt in our psychology, in our genes, the attraction to certain worldly things. Among them is the an-nisa wal banin, right? The attraction to the opposite sex, that came as number one. The attraction to the opposite sex. حُبُّ الشَّهَوَاتِ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ وَالْبَنِينَ. And as a result, Allah made it so, not only with human relations, but in all the animal kingdoms. This kind of a male searching for woman, and a woman finding comfort and searching for male, and this sexual bonding, these moments of euphoria ends with some ejaculation, and that leads into like the seed and plantation that brings offspring, and that offspring preserves the animal kingdom, including human being, from getting extinct. This is the way how the life continues on earth. And this whole thing is governed by a sacred relationship, which is declared, everybody knows, and controlled with strict rules in terms of how many you can get married, and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made this kind of various biological process. There is a menstruation period. That period you cannot involve in this, and then you get shower, and then you are purified, and all kind of detailed codes and ethics. It's just mind-boggling when a person starts thinking about these things, and how Allah, who has created the society, He is asking us that, and telling us that these are the things that will make the society progress and it become a healthy society. And how societies who tried alternative paths, they failed, and the Western society is failing miserably when they do not follow such instructions. And these natural things always are governed by a divine attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I mean, in the middle of such verses, you will see that always the verses is ending with this relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when Allah describes all this way and ways to approach the woman, I mean, it ends, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّكُمْ مُلَاقُوهُ. Fear Allah and remember that you're gonna meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And give وَبَشِّرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and give good tidings for the believers. Good tidings. This ending came on the verse which is started by saying that you can approach and have sexual intercourse with whichever position you may like, as long as it is through the vaginal intercourse, not from any other channels. It ends with such ayah. So you can see that sacredness in this relationship, and how it is tied with these divine blessings, divine blessing. May Allah gives us the understanding on the objectives of Islam, and make us comprehend the beauty of Islam and its detailed rulings, and the building blocks of the society are those small things that happens within the house, and nothing is neglected in Islam. The very intimate private relationships that's happening in the bedroom is again governed by Islam, as well as the big events that is happening on the battlefields and international relationships are governed by Islam. Saghira and Kabira, small and big things, and everything is governed by these attributes of Allah, our watchfulness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.